Previously on When Calls the Heart.
And Hope Valley won't stay the same forever. It's important that we encourage one another, especially during the hard times. The times of change.
I saw Lucas and little Jack earlier today. Lucas will make a wonderful father.
I wrote this as a love letter to my son and to everyone else in this town.
I used every stick of dynamite I could lay my hands on. I can't condone what you've done, but thank you from all of us.
I don't know, Dad.
I thought that you just called me.
Dad, is that okay?
Yeah.
Bill, please, get some rest.
This is my last will and testament.
Oh,
I don't know how to pray. Would you show me? It'd be my privilege.
I have a confession about Nathan. I've become more interested in Nathan than just as a friend. You're gonna be a father, and I'm gonna be a mother. Oh.
Allow me to be a father to your son. Elizabeth, will you marry me?
Yes. Yes to it all. Over the past few months, one thing has become clear to me. No matter the challenge, the people of Hope Valley know how to come together. First, the coal mine was destroyed. Then the oil wells dried up. And then we lost the foundry. And with it, the promise of new jobs. But in true Hope Valley fashion, Florence, Molly, and Minnie started a swap meet so nothing would go to waste. Rosemary insisted that Lee hire everyone he could from the oil company and wouldn't let anything stop her from lending a hand, even though she's just a few weeks from giving birth. We've all rolled up our sleeves, relying on generosity and kindness and neighbors helping neighbors. Everyone has dedicated themselves to doing their part and having fun while they do it. As for us, Lucas and I have started planning for a fall wedding, and we're getting a lot of opinions. But we can't wait for the big day.
This is your third order this week. I can barely give these away, so I'm grateful, but...
What can I say? I love beets.
Well, I appreciate the business.
Keep it coming.
More beets?
Yeah.
We really don't need beets. We don't serve beets because Gustav won't cook with beets.
I'll think of something.
You know, I know what you're doing. You've done a lot, more than enough. You hired me.
Well, you're more than qualified. It's the best decision I've ever made. Well, second best. Good morning.
Morning. Wow, that's a lot of beets.
So I've been told.
It's hard to believe how far we've come in just a few months.
I know. It's amazing. But there's more to life than work. My grandmother used to always say, mange bien, ris souvent, aime beaucoup.
I need to dust up on my French.
Eat well, laugh often, love much. Now I have to get back to work. I'm doing something.
Doing what?
It's a surprise.
Carpe diem. Now, some of you may think that poetry can be hopelessly romantic or hopelessly boring.
And hopelessly hard to understand.
Or it can be quite exciting. Here you go, Angela. Now, can any of you tell me what carpe diem means?
Carpa, whatty? I'm guessing it doesn't mean the carp are biting.
You would be correct. Why don't I give you a hint? Diem in Latin means day, and carpe means seize.
Seize the day?
Exactly, which is what we're doing right here. Now, the phrase was first coined in ancient Rome by a poet named Horace, who wrote about enjoying the simple pleasures of life. And Cooper, Toby, glad you could join us.
Sorry we're late, Mrs. Thornton.
Now, as I was saying, carpe diem means we should try to enjoy every moment of every day, which I have a feeling Cooper and Toby have been doing.
Moving in?
Yeah, above the cafe. Minnie offered us the rooms.
3 of you. You're gonna be roommates.
Why not? We're all friends. You know, late night chats by the fire, lots of girl talk.
Fun.
Oh, don't worry, we don't talk about you. Hardly ever. Nathan, you worked things out with May?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Then why can't you work things out with Faith? Unless there's...
No, there's... Yeah, I mean, she doesn't... I mean,
If there's nothing there, then why don't you clear the air? And the best way to do that is by talking. Well, that was awkward.
Shouldn't you be in class?
Try to enjoy life, Dad. Carpe diem.
Afternoon.
Henry, I keep telling you, you don't have to come in here. You don't even have to check in if you don't want to.
Those are the terms of my probation.
Well, now there's new terms, all right? If I need you, I'll find you.
Gentlemen,
Bill, how was Union City?
some good news
From the doctor?
from the court. They've agreed to a pretrial hearing here in town in 2 weeks. I won't be presiding for obvious reason, but it does give us a chance to get the charges dismissed.
It's good news.
Constable Grant,
Yeah.
I need you to sign for a drop-off.
I wasn't expecting a dog.
Name's Scout. He's been assigned to you.
Signed by who? I didn't request a Mountie dog.
Superintendent Hargraves is allowing a special exemption.
What kind of exemption?
Scout may have been cut from the training program.
So he's not a Mountie dog.
He's a failed Mountie dog. And he's gonna be with you for a long time by the looks of him. Oh, it's good. Haven't had a Mountie dog in town for a while.
Scout, come.
Looks like Hargraves still has it out for you, pal. How long are you gonna keep pretending that everything's okay?
Who's pretending? I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me.
You're looking at 6 years in prison, Henry. Now, we don't know if we'll be able to beat these charges. It's still a long shot hearing or not.
Look, whatever happens, happens. That's exactly why I don't want people worrying or knowing. Like we agreed. How are you doing?
I'm fine. The doctor says I'm right as rain.
Well, guess we're both fine then.
If we cut any more lumber leaves, we're gonna run out of places to store it.
Yeah, I hear you. Maybe we should give the men a couple of paid days vacation. What do you think?
That's not a long-term solution, my friend.
Yeah, I know. Waiting on a couple of contracts, though. One of them's really big. New waterworks project. Just gotta finesse the buyer a little bit.
Pretty soon we're gonna be finessing the payroll lead.
Yeah, I know, you're right. Look, I gotta go back to the yard, all right?
There we go. Mr. Coulter? The missus made this for the new baby. It's a sweater.
Well, thank you, Brent. That's very kind of you.
Thank you. Without this job, I don't know what we'd do.
Well, you thank your wife for both Rosemary and me. We'll put it to good use. Hopefully soon, but not too soon. All right, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
When did you hire him?
Uh-huh. Isn't it you who's always saying the good Lord will provide?
That is me, yes, I do say that.
All right, see you later.
I'll see
Okay,
you
let's
soon.
go.
Robert!
Sarah forgot her lunch.
Oh, thank you. I will see that she gets it. everything all right?
Not really. My mom and dad got an offer on the farm. I guess I'm moving to Cape Fullerton.
Why? Your family seems so happy here.
My dad's been looking for a new job since the derricks closed.
I'm sorry. But surely someone in town can hire him.
He said no one needs the help, so the job is really a handout. And you know my dad.
Does Sarah know?
My parents are gonna tell her tomorrow. She's gonna be so upset. She loves coming to school.
Hi, Ned.
Hello.
Like to place an order.
Certainly. Well, that's quite a list. What's it for?
It's a surprise.
A surprise? I love surprises.
Well, good. Minnie, I was hoping I might ask you a big favor. In private.
Of course.
I also love a good surprise.
Great. You can help spread the word. Tomorrow evening at the saloon, everyone's invited.
Certainly. Can I get a hint as to...
I thought you said you loved a good surprise.
Well, I certainly love it when other people are surprised.
Ah. Sorry, Ned. You'll have to wait.
Oh,
Oh, here you are. Get out of the jail. Scout, come. Okay, fine. Have it your way. But, you know, just so you know, I don't like this any more than you do.
Oh my gosh! Do we get a dog?
No. And don't get attached. He's got more attitude than you do.
Right. So much attitude.
Bill! You're back.
Yeah, all good faith. Doctor says I'll live forever.
That's funny, because Dr. Murphy's office called to say that you didn't show up.
Oh, why bother? They all say the same thing. I might be dying, I might live for 10 years, nobody knows.
I've been studying recent cases just like yours in the medical journals.
Faith, I
and they-
appreciate everything you've been doing for me, but I don't expect you to work miracles.
Have you at least tried getting exercise and fresh air like we talked about?
I'm feeling fine. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Lee, I can see you're worried. You are doing the right thing, hiring all these men.
Rosie, I hope so, but what if I have to lay him off? You know, right now, I can make payroll for 1 month, maybe 2. But after that, I don't know. And I don't want to jeopardize our future either.
Well, we have covered all the new expenses so far with the cuts, and all I need is you.
Oh, that's nice.
And of course, our baby.
Of course.
Happy and healthy.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Elizabeth! Thank goodness. We have so many wedding items to discuss. Oh, is this my article? A day in the life of a frontier teacher. Oh, perfect.
Are you sure your readers will even be interested in it?
Elizabeth? Yes. I'm going to file it with the other general interest pieces. I am banking them for after the baby comes. And with any luck, I'll never even have to publish it. Or maybe a day in the life might become a trend, teaching the teachers of the frontier. It could be a hit, or it could be a pleasant fluff piece.
Well, I'm glad I could be of some help. Lee, I'm very happy you're here. May I ask a small favor?
Yeah, of course, anything.
Do you need any extra men at the mill?
I am more than good right now. Why?
The Wolves are leaving town. Richard hasn't been able to find work since the oil company shut down.
Richard Wolf is as stubborn as an ox. I already offered him a job when the oil company closed. He turned me down flat.
Lee, could you try again, please?
I might have a big contract coming in. Might. If I do land it, I don't know, maybe Richard will come to his senses.
Thank you.
Well, Big contract or not, I can always make some more cuts.
Oh, no.
I just remembered that my last order of maternity clothes never arrived. I will simply just not reorder. Done.
Rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
I just had the most wonderful idea.
Oh.
I can give you my old maternity clothes.
Elizabeth, that is so thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon, Elizabeth.
Hi, Henry. Any news?
Well, Bill got us a hearing. Looks like our chances are pretty good.
Oh, Henry, that's wonderful. And it's about time. You know, you did the right thing. You don't deserve all that's been happening.
I appreciate that, Elizabeth.
That's it. Go on, try to catch a breeze. Yeah, like that. That's it. That's it. Atta boy.
You are spoiling him.
Yes. There you go.
You always bring the best gifts back from the city.
Well, I just thought I'd try to spend a little time with my favorite godson.
Say, speaking of, I wanted to ask you about Union City and other things. If there's anything you want to talk about.
If you're worrying about my will, don't. It's just housekeeping.
I hear Henry got good news.
Well, he certainly seems happy.
I get the feeling you're not telling me everything.
Mommy, it's broken.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jackaroo. Here. Next time I'll remember to bring some wind.
Are you going away again?
No. I'm not going anywhere. At least, not anytime soon.
See, I told you we could save money. Those cherries in the cherry cobbler aren't cherries at all.
Dare I ask?
They're prunes.
Prunes?
Soaked in beet juice. Half the price of cherries. Such a clever little recipe. I got a cookbook at the swap meet.
Prunes soaked in beet juice. Very resourceful, sweetheart.
Hello? Elizabeth! Oh, there's still some cherry cobbler if you're interested.
No cherries, prunes soaked in beet juice in a cobbler.
Me?
I can only stay a moment. I brought you the maternity clothes.
Oh. Yes! Yes! How wonderful! So thoughtful.
I hope you like them.
Yes. Yes, of course I do. And I remember how flattering they looked on you and all your favorite pastels and creams and pink and, well, dusty rose.
Yes, well, if they're not exactly...
Oh, they are exactly what is called for, especially given that mine never showed up.
All right. Well, I'll come by in the morning and take any you can't use.
Oh, I'll be keeping them all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Night-night.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Thank you again. Oh, Lee.
What?
What are we going to do? I don't know if I can stand it. I am not meant to be dusty.
Oh, sweetheart, you look beautiful in anything and you know it. Besides, these aren't exactly rags. Elizabeth's just trying to be thoughtful, that's all.
Of course she's being thoughtful. She's Elizabeth, but I'm me, and I need things with, well, a little bit more flair. Oh!
What?
Oh, Lee.
What?
I just felt the baby kick. Here, come.
Okay. I felt it. Wow.
Oh, Lee, we are on a big adventure.
Yes, we are.
Hey!
I know. I'm interrupting the planning of your big secret surprise. Well, if you'd like to take a break, perhaps we could go over some of the items on our wedding to-do list.
More names for the guest list?
Yes. If we don't send out invitations soon, our parents are going to try to hijack it and plan the whole thing.
I wish planning a wedding was simpler.
We could always elope. But I wouldn't want to deprive you of a wedding.
Deprive me, deprive our friends, our parents, and all their suggestions.
Mm-hmm. So is that a no?
That's a no.
It was worth a shot.
Love you, Mama. I'm gonna be late. See you, Papa.
School's not for another hour.
Which doesn't give us much time.
Time for what?
That's a lot of turnips, ladies.
Oh, wait till you see the beets. And Minnie won't tell us what they're for. I've been sworn to secrecy.
Do you know?
Well, I know enough to know that I'm not allowed to tell you two. Oh. Look, Minnie can't wait to see the smiles on your faces. Thank you very much. Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, sorry we're late, Mrs. Thornton. Why are you all wet? Again?
Carpe diem.
Take your seats.
Well, I understand, yes, but I think you'll find that we are the closest supplier who can offer such reasonable prices. Well, that's all I can ask. Well, thank you for your consideration.
Sounds promising?
Oh, I hope so. It's a huge contract. Guy's been saying no to me for months, but I think I'm finally starting to wear him down.
Good.
Anyway, enough about that. What can I do for you?
I need a favor.
Yeah, of course. Anything. You know that.
Great. Well, the wedding is coming up, and I was hoping I could pick your brain about something.
Well, this might come as a bit of a shock, but Rosie did most of the planning. But I will try. Go ahead.
This is more of a question for the groom.
Oh, okay. Well, get your tux fit ahead of time. I didn't like the way my tux fit. And definitely get somebody to go over your speech ahead of time.
I'll also need a reliable friend beside me to make sure I don't faint at the altar.
Oh, yeah. Very important.
So what do you say?
Me? Best man?
Best man.
I would be honored. Yes, of course. Wow.
Yes, Allie?
Mrs. Thornton, I was wondering, would you be able to look at a poem that I wrote?
Of course.
It's my first one. Well, first good one. But I was wondering if you could tell me how to make it better. You being a writer and all.
I would love to. Thank you. Allie, I love this.
Really?
Yes, really. I wouldn't change a word. And I think you should share this.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Well, how would you feel about me sharing it? Wouldn't have to say your name.
If you think it's good enough.
I do. I really do. And I hope that someday you feel confident enough to share it yourself. Perhaps you could do me a favor.
Sure.
Explain all the wet hair.
Cooper found a swimming hole where there didn't used to be one up at Fawns Creek.
Oh.
We've been going there before school and after school, and even once during recess.
Well, thank you for clearing that up for me. So it's true? You got a dog? Oh. Did you have to throw him in jail?
I didn't. It was his idea. And yet he's not my dog.
The last Mountie dog that took up residence here was equally as stubborn. What do you have there?
Nothing. Fine. It's,
Wow. Nathan, that's really nice. May I see the rest? Adopt me?
What?
Nathan.
You'll excuse me, I have to get this to Ned to mimeograph it along with the wanted posters.
Hi. What does Allie think?
She'll get over it. Like she does all her crushes.
And you think I need to go up there for safety reasons?
Mm-hmm. The water could be dangerous. And since you're the mayor...
Acting mayor. And whose safety are we talking about here?
The children's, of course. And yours. And mine.
I see. So you think that I should take a good long hike up to a creek and check it out? Have you been talking to Faith?
No. A hike could do anyone good. I'd like to get a little exercise myself. So how about the two of us then? I'll meet you in an hour. It's a date.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hello.
So, guess who Lucas just asked to be his best man?
Well, that's wonderful, Lee.
Yeah, thank you.
But...
But what?
Well, but... Elizabeth hasn't asked me to be her matron of honor.
Oh.
I am her best friend, or at least I thought I was. Oh, she does have two sisters.
Oh, well, there you go, sisters.
Well, they're not so close.
No, practically estranged.
Lee, don't be ridiculous. She loves them. She just loves me more. Which is why this is so vexing. Ugh. Why wouldn't she ask me? Why? Ugh.
Thank you for coming.
Who's the stick for?
Oh, I just figured we could get some use out of it. It's a long hike out there.
Well, I'm not an invalid. One of us better keep up the pace.
Lead the way.
Come on, Richard. Are you sure you won't reconsider? It's like Joseph always says. We rise together and we fall together.
You're a good man, Lee. I appreciate the offer.
Richard.
But I know you're stretched thin. I can't do that to you.
I know. We'll find our way.
He didn't bite?
Nope. No, he did not.
Bill. It's beautiful.
Well, it's gotta be glacial water. You're right. I have to declare this off limits.
Hey, Mrs. Thornton. Hi, Coach Avery.
Oh, Cooper, Toby.
Hey, boys, don't go in there.
Maybe.
That's ice-capped water. It's not safe.
Feels more like bathwater to me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
He's right, Judge. Try it.
Well?
It's body temperature. Even warmer.
But how is that possible?
I think this means we may have a hot spring.
Where did this come from?
Well, when groundwater gets heated by the Earth's core, it causes...
Bill, I know how hot springs are formed. I've just never seen one in Hope Valley.
All I know is that I don't like it. And I'm gonna paint a no swimming sign and bring it up here tomorrow.
No, you can't. Wait, why?
Well, for one thing, you could drown.
Bill? I think they're gonna be all right. But anyone who wants to come up here again, you need to talk to your parents and get their permission first, all right?
All right, Mrs. Thornton, we will.
This just feels like a lot more work than it's worth. It's better to just shut it down.
You know, people pay a lot of money to take the waters at hot springs. There's Colorado Springs, Saratoga Springs.
Health nuts, you mean?
May I ask you what is going on? Did something happen with the doctors in Union City?
Do you always meddle so much? All the doctors can agree on is that they don't know anything. There's something wrong with my lungs. I'm sure all those investigations in the mines didn't help much.
Faith would never betray your confidence, but I understand she made some suggestions.
Suggestions. Experimental treatments. Wild ideas that sound like a bunch of hooey and a lot of effort.
Bill, we don't know what's to come. But there is one thing you can do, and that is be open to new experiences. Live life in the moment. Carpe diem.
Carpe what?
Seize the day.
Skip.
Henry!
Oh, Elizabeth. Jack.
Mr. Gowan! You coming to the surprise?
Well, you know, I'm not much one for surprises.
Are you sure? The whole town's invited. But with your good news, I think you'd want to celebrate.
Oh, the good news, yeah.
So we'll see you there?
I'll try. Afternoon.
Afternoon. Say goodbye to Mr. Gowan.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Jack. I wonder what Lucas is up to.
Everyone, please come in. Come in. Thank you for coming to our little surprise. Minnie and I found we had some surplus food, so we decided to join forces. And to all of you who unwittingly helped, along with everyone else, this is our treat to you all, a community dinner. So please, enjoy.
You sit. You cooked this entire meal. Thank you.
Hey.
What have you done?
Our work isn't everything. Good company and great food are life. I just can't help it.
Rosemary, you didn't find a single
Oh, I did. Molly helped me dye it purple.
That was my favorite one.
And now it's one of my favorites. Oh, I hope it's okay.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Everyone, I'd like to say a few words of gratitude for our wonderful meal, for our wonderful friends and neighbors for making it possible. Now, we all know the last few months have not been easy. But if we put our heads and our hearts and our hands together, there's nothing we can't accomplish.
Can I have Mama?
Let us ask for humility to accept a little help. Let us be thankful for community, for this is where we find safety. And let us always remember to do justly, to love mercy, and to always walk humbly before God. Let us give thanks.
Henry?
Bill?
Why aren't you at the surprise?
Why aren't you?
I didn't want people making a fuss over me.
Me neither. I thought you said you was on the mend.
Well, people say a lot of things.
Well, from where I'm standing, look like you got a lot of good days left.
So do you, Henry.
So do you. I don't know if I believe that.
Tell me why I'm trying to keep you out of prison.
Because you're a good man, Bill. Enjoy your time. It's a gift.
That's what Elizabeth said.
She's a smart lady. Perhaps you consider listening to her.
Here. Come on.
I know how hard this is for you.
Daddy, come dance with me.
Lee, thank you so much for agreeing to be Lucas's best man.
Oh, I'm honored. Oh, right. Elizabeth, I was just wondering if you had chosen a maid of honor yet.
Or matron. Matron of honor.
Rosemary, of course.
Oh, really?
Who else would I ask?
But you didn't ask.
Oh, I just assumed it was obvious. Rosemary, I can't imagine getting married without you by my side. Would you please be my matron of honor?
I would be delighted.
Good. Because I already told Abigail and my sisters you'd be doing it.
Can I have your attention, everyone? A few people have come forward saying they'd like to express their gratitude. Well, I think that's great. So if anyone would like to say something, please go ahead.
I'll go first. Ned and I are so grateful for this wonderful night, and even more grateful for the wonderful company. And to our chef and our most gracious host.
Yes, to Minnie and Lucas.
Good job, Mom.
I have a very special poem I've been hoping to read, and this feels like the perfect occasion. It was written by one of our own, who would prefer to remain anonymous for now. It's called Carpe Diem. Carpe diem and seize the day, so the ancient poets say. We have this moment, so make it count. Never mind when troubles mount. We'll help each other through thick and thin, blessed to have the moment we're in.
Yes.
Have fun.
May I have a dance as well?
Yes, you may.
May I have this dance?
Absolutely, I would love to.
Lee, could I have a word?
Richard, hi.
I think I was a bit stubborn. As our pastor says, we all need to be humble. So,
Can you start Monday?
I'll be there.
All right.
Thank you, Lee.
You're welcome. The good Lord will provide, right?
Yes, He will.
I hope so.
So I talked with Lee, and he offered me that job.
We're staying!
I'm so happy you're staying.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
It's wonderful.
Well, I can't remember the last time I danced that much.
I think I saw everyone dancing. Even Nathan was having fun.
Maybe it's time you two buried the hatchet.
There's no hatchet. Maybe you're right, but it's not like we ever had a relationship. Not like me and Carson.
You two were practically engaged.
Then life took us in different directions. But we're fine.
Then why can't you be fine with Nathan?
Unless you actually do have feelings for him. It's fine with me if you do.
I don't.
Well, I definitely don't. There's nothing there except friendship. He's fun to have as a friend.
And I think real love is worth waiting for.
And in the meantime, now you have us.
We have so much to be grateful for.
But we can always do more.
I hope you don't feel like you have to prove something.
Well, maybe I'm trying to prove something to myself. That I'm the kind of man who deserves a woman like you.
Okay.
Look.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Yes, you are.
What the heck? Carpe diem.